Hey guys, it's All Things Disney, and today I'll be showing you how to create this little Elsa charm on your rainbow loom from the little short Frozen Fever, which played in front of the 2015 Disney movie Cinderella, the live-action version. So, as you can see, she looks like this. In comparison to the one I made a while ago, a few months back, I made a normal Elsa. So if you've made her, this will be a little easier for you, just a little bit of a comparison. They're pretty much the same, but they're just a little different. So I'm not going to be showing you how to create every part of this because I pretty much showed this already in here. So this is kind of more of a how to make it into an Elsa Frozen Fever version. But I'm not going to be showing you exactly step by step. So just go watch this video if you want to see how to make the dress. But I'll show you what to do and I'll just guide you through it. But either way, so now let's get on to the supplies you'll need to create her. And before I continue, I want to mention this is our original design, so yeah. So to create your own Frozen Fever Elsa, you're going to be needing one rainbow loom, set up in the staggered configuration with the red arrow facing down or towards you, one rainbow loom hook, which I have here, and then 6 rainbow loom band colors. So you're going to be needing approximately 16 yellow bands, and I'm using the pastel yellow because I think that looks good. It's for the hair, so you can, which I used here, but you can also use, if you have mother of pearl, you can use that, or if you just have yellow or mango or some light blonde color, then you'll be needing approximately 21 skin tone bands. I'm using the more fair, pinker color. Then you'll be needing 15 Caribbean green bands, which are from the Pearl collection, which I also used here. So those will be for her somewhat collar-like part and her part of her cape. And then you'll be needing about 26 experiment bands, which will be, I'm using the Sweets ones, they will be for most of the dress and the cape too. Then you'll be needing 4 pink bands, and those will be just to add on little flowers onto her dress and her hair. So here I use the Tutti Frutti Sweets mixed pink, but today I'm using the Sweets Fairy Pastel Pink. So they should be pretty similar. Then you'll be needing lastly 2 black bands for the eyes, and I'm using just normal black bands. So either way, let's get started. So we're going to start by making the head. And since I mentioned before, I'm not going to be showing you exactly how to do this because this is pretty much the same as my first Elsa. So I'm going to go make the head according to this tutorial, so I'll link it down below if you don't know where to find it, but it's on my channel. So just go there and make the head, and then I'll be back to show you what to do next. So I'm just going to go make the head, and then I'll be right back. So now just pause here and finish this up when you're done. So the head will be just the same as the normal Elsa, so if you followed that other tutorial, then it'll be easy for you to catch on to this. The flower we're going to add on later on, so don't worry about that. So now we're going to move on to the body. So I did the neck, the eyes, and the hair as well, so just letting you know. So the body, as you can see, ignoring this little Caribbean green part, which we will add on later, it's just the same as the Elsa body, but everything, so the first 2 will be skin tone, and everything else is spearmint, so just use double spearmint. And then for the arms, instead of what we have here with our little blue and then our hand, we're going to be making Caribbean green in our hand. So I'm going to show you how to do that because that's a little different. So we're going to, so you can pause until you get to the hands. So to follow the other tutorial, but I'm just going to show you how to make it before I leave. So take 1 skin tone band, twist around your hook 2 times, creating 3 loops. Then you take double skin tone bands, and we're going to do this twice, just so you know, for 2 hands. Pull it through, bring it over, and then before we end it, we're going to take 1 Caribbean green band for the top of her sleeve, pull it through, and then bring it back, but grab the middle 2 skin tone bands before placing that other end back onto the band, onto the hook, like that. And then you would just tape your loom over and place this down onto where you put the hands. So that's the only major difference, so we're just going to go, I'm going to go finish that, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And as you can see here, remember while you're doing this that everything will be our spearmint color, and remember that you're going to be placing your somewhat V-like shape of bands before placing on the triangle bands. And then for the hands, like I showed before, it'll look like this. So now you can continue on. So now your loom will look like this. So we just have our hands, and then everything else should be spearmint. And then our top triangle band, remember that it'll just be twisted around 2 times, and then the other 2 are normal, except for this one has the middle placed up. So either way, now we're going to start the hooking process. So again, just follow that other tutorial, and I'll be right back. So when you're doing the hooking process, another tip to just remember, just in case you forget, when you're hooking it up, stop before you get to the hands. So when you reach the hands, stop there. We're not going to do these 2 last sets of bands for the body because we're going to add on our cape now. So I'm going to do this with you so that you understand, because the cape is a little different here than it is in the other Elsa tutorial, so because the colors are a little different. So we're going to start with our Caribbean green bands, just singles. We're going to go down twice on each row with single bands right over all the other bands. So just push your bands down, and we're just going twice down with single Caribbean green bands on top of everything, starting where the hands are, just like that. Then we're going to take some of our spearmint bands. We're going to go down 2 times with singles as well. So we're going 1 over the body. So we're going past the body by 1 peg. Like that. Next we're going to make our triangular, or our just horizontal band. So we're going to start at the bottom and take a single band, make a triangle, bring the bottom part up, just like we did with our body. Then moving up a bit, we're going to make another. Then moving up more, make another, and this one will be in Caribbean green. The next one will also be in Caribbean green. So we have 2 of our spearmint, 2 of our Caribbean green, and then we're just going to hook up the cape and the cape only. So you're just going to go in, grab the bottom single, bring it up, go in, grab the bottom single, and bring it up. But it'll be a little tricky because when you're going in, there will be lots of bands there, but just grab the top band out of all the body bands that are underneath. So just do that 4 times on that side, then go in the center and do the same thing. The center is a little easier, there's less to grab, but I still grabbed something. So I just grabbed that last one. On our other side, we're going to go under and do the same thing, avoiding all the bottom bands, just the top single, whatever color it may be. The Caribbean green will be a little easier because they're different than the spearmint, so they're a little easier to see. And then we would just go under our arms, grab our bottom 2 skin tone on the sides, bring them diagonally up and in, go on the other side, grab the bottom 2 and bring them up and in. And then we're just going to continue with hooking up the face, so I'll be right back, so just follow that other tutorial to find out how to do that. So now I just went over and hooked up the top, and then I'm just going to go from the outside, grab the bottom part of the band, bring it up and over the peg, and then just pull on it to tighten it, and then we will just take her off the loom. Just like this. So now taking her off, it'll look somewhat like this, and we do not want her to look like that. So you can just stretch her out. My eye's looking a little funky. Do whatever you need to adjust how she looks. So you can see her cape should be to the back side. So just turn to the side without the cape where you will see the dress. You can position the hands so that they're facing up, facing down, facing one up and one down, whatever you want. And then you can kind of pull on the hair and make it look like it's curving in, like her braid. With this slip knot band, turn to the back side, go through some bands, and then just pull it through. Then you can go back to this side. And then lastly, we're just going to add our flowers and our little, I don't know what you would call this front part right here. So we're going to start with that because that's a little more tricky. So taking some Caribbean green bands, we're just going to start on the side like that. So we're going to go first on the right side, just go through the 2 outer experiment bands, take 1 Caribbean green band, pull it through, then bring it back onto your hook, and loosely tie a slip knot. Then pushing this down on your hook, go through your next set of bands, so go through your bottom 2 parts of your skin tone in the middle, then take another band, pull it through only the first 2 skin tone, bring it back over, so now we have 3 loops, and take the first loop and pull it through the other 2. So, and I just got that wrong. So let me just go fix that. So I just reclaimed my bands, so I'm going to take the first one and pull it through the other 2, then going through my next set of bands, which will be 2 skin tone again, take another of your Caribbean green bands, pull it through, only the first 2, bring it back over, and then pull the first one through the other 2. And then lastly, we're going to go through our last end bands on our left side, go through the first 2, bring it on and pull it through the other 2, and then we can just take our other band, you can go through another set of bands, and then you can just pull a band through all of the bands, and then just tie it in a slip knot, just to make sure that they don't come loose. And then you, in the back under the cape, just go under with your hook, grab the band and pull it through so that it'll be hidden under the cape like that. So now we have our front area, so you can adjust that however you want to. And then we're going to add on our little flowers on her head. So one is going to be right here, so we're just going to go into our front 2 bands, take 1 pink band, place it on the tip of your hook, pull it through, bring it over, tie it into a slip knot, and then we're just going to, I kind of stretched it a little much, try not to stretch it too much, and then go to the back side, just go through some bands and pull it through so that it'll create this little flower bud. And then on the cape we're also going to do the same thing, so I'm going to show you this once or twice. We're going to do this 3 times. So in just any random spot, just go through your hook from the bottom of the cape, then take 1 band, pull it through, then you can have one end on your finger, one on your hook, push it down, and then go back through some spot near it, but a different spot, and then please reclaim that other pink end, then pull it through and tie a slip knot out of it so that it just doesn't come loose. So now we have this, and then you can just go ahead and hide that, but don't pull it too tight, but just enough so that it'll still show. And then you would just do this again, like over here, take another, pull it through, then bring it back. So I'm just going to go finish that up, so just repeat that 2 more times. Then you just place random flowers in any spot you want to, and then they should be hidden under your cape. You can go and like thread them through if you want to, but they'll look like this. You can add more than just 3, but I think 3 is enough. My Elsa kind of looks like she's dancing with the position she's in, but either way, thanks for watching. I hope these tips helped you to make your own Frozen Fever Elsa, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to show you the full thing. I just didn't want to spend too much time showing everything, but if you use this tutorial, you should be fine with your Elsa. So either way, I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. You can share these on Instagram, details in the description box down below. These are good for the holidays if you wanted to use them as ornaments or whatever. They would be fun as little gifts. But either way, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.